I was only 10 years old when I started capoeira. I remember the first class as it was yesterday. I went together with my best friend at the time. His name was Bar. And we went with my older brother, which is 6 years older than me. He told us that he went to a class where they learned moves just like Eddie Gordo from the PlayStation game Tekken 3. We used to play that game a lot, and I was in love with Eddie Gordo's movements. So when he told me about it, I immediately wanted to go. And the first class wasn't with my current teacher. I started at August of 2002, if I'm not mistaken. And we had a summer course with an instructor named Joe for 1 month. And then my teacher was the one to start teaching that summer course. So I remember I went with my best friend and they put us one beside the other, and then they asked us, Joe asked us to twist like so, crossing the legs, and then he wanted us to kick armada. Armada is one of the first circular kicks you learn in capoeira. The thing was that we were very close to each other. So when I released the kick, I hit him hard in the stomach and he started crying. So I immediately signed up. I'm kidding. This is just a funny story I like to tell. My teacher, Mestra Tamar, she tells of how hard was it for me when I started capoeira. Bar, my friend, was very talented. I remember he got Armada Dupla, which is the kick I was telling you about. Instead, this time you jump with both legs up in the air, sideways. So we got this move pretty quickly. And I had to train a lot in order to keep up with him. I didn't really manage to keep up with him, but as he was my partner in training, I was trying to match up to his level as well. And so my teacher tells that I had a really hard time learning cartwheel to the other side, to the weak side, to the uncomfortable side. Most people can do it to one side, but to the other side doesn't feel as natural. So for me it was the same. I did the cartwheels to the right, and when she asked me to do cartwheels to the left, I simply turned my back and placed my right hand again without understanding that I'm having this mistake. And so when we got to the third belt test, things were getting into a higher level and to a higher level of difficulty in the training and also in the belt test. And this was the first time that Bar encountered a struggle. He didn't really know how to manage that situation. For me, it was comfortable. I was used to it. Nothing came easy to me when training capoeira. And so he decided to quit. He didn't know how to handle himself emotionally in this situation. This is what's so interesting about capoeira. It's not only a physical sport, it's also very emotional, mental, and what's the word in English? In Hebrew we say nefesh. Nefesh translates to soul. And I believe we can use capoeira to liberate our mind and our body, or maybe our body and our mind, because the body and the mind are interconnected, right? In the last year, I've been learning physical psychotherapy, and there we talk a lot about how the mind and the body are connected, and how in modern times we have this notion that they're separated, but obviously we can see that it's not like just mind, head, and then body. It's all in one piece. And so I had the luck to start in capoeira not in a easy way, not in a. I wasn't talented, to tell it simply, and that taught me to train, to effort. This is one of the most important messages I have to my students. If you devote time and effort together, you dedicate yourself for a long time of period, you will definitely become an amazing capoeira. You too. Anyone, it's not about when you started on or what's your physical condition at the moment. If you keep on with this journey and with passion, with love, with a want to learn, you'll always be keeping on developing yourself on different levels, as I said, physical, mental, emotional. If you want to start capoeira today, if you haven't started capoeira yet, or maybe you feel as you're not training enough, I want to bring you another message, and the message is you can improve, develop, train, learn capoeira at home. It is an art that has a lot to do with the getting together with other people and creating the circle together, playing capoeira with another person. Some people don't have capoeira classes near them, so my mission with this channel is to bring capoeira to people who don't have access to weekly classes, and let you know you can learn capoeira from home. It won't be as learning capoeira with a teacher in a class, with a group, but you will feel the benefits in your body and your mind, I'm sure. Capoeira was created as an art, as a tool of liberation. The slaves, they wanted to have just a small taste of doing something they chose to themselves instead of being enslaved, and creating a platform where they can move, where they can sing, where they can play instruments, and where they can smile, where they can encounter other people, where they can bring out maybe their aggression that they amounted through their hard working days. The thing is, you should start moving. So start now with this video. You're going to love it. Ashe.